Hi everyone, welcome to Sweet Pea Seeds Inspirations. My name is Sydney and welcome to my bi-weekly updated video where I talk anything that I have been working on, some finished objects, work in progresses, some things that you might need to know about the channel, upcoming tutorials, upcoming events, anything that is about to be released, I talk about in this video every other Friday. So I want to welcome all of my new and returning subscribers, and I have a lot to go over this go around, so please buckle in and we'll go ahead and get started on some of the things that I need to share with you guys. So if you have not seen already, I have a giveaway going on right now for my 500 subscriber mark celebration, but also March 26th marks my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. And I just want to thank all of you guys for making this possible, for letting me continue making YouTube and just being along for the journey. It's been a wonderful year and a lot of good times, also a lot of times within myself that I just needed to buckle down and roll with the punches. So I just want to thank you guys for sticking with me and being part of my journey. Now, the second thing is I have a little game called Yarn Roulette that I started back in January, and I have already done my second round of that. I just finished the project, which is that right there. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a few. But I have came to the conclusion that I am going to give it a little bit of a break right now. April is going to be a very, very busy month for myself and my family. We have a wedding to go to the first weekend of April. And then my family is trying to plan some kind of get together within the middle of April. And then at the end of April marks my daughter's, my husband's, and my birthday with all a week stretch of time. So April is a little bit of a busy month. It's always been a busy month for my family. So I have came to the conclusion that I'm just going to chill out for a few weeks on the Yarn Roulette, but I will start that back up either in April or maybe not until May. I don't know. We'll see how busy it really is. Plus garden season is right around the corner too. I'm glad I didn't get anything in the ground just yet because we did have a frost this morning. So, which I don't think our frost date, our last frost date I think is the first, if not second week of April. So I still have a few more weeks until I can get anything in the garden, actually in ground. I do already have some things that have germinated and some things are already to go in the ground, but I've got to wait just a little bit longer. Now, the third thing is I'm actually anticipating on bringing something new once a month to the channel. I'm not going to give too much detail because I don't like talking about things that haven't been set in motion 100%. But the new thing that I do have coming out at least once a month, if not twice a month, I haven't fully decided just yet. We'll start April 2nd is when that video will come out. And I'll give a little bit more information on that in my next updated video when I do have things set in motion full force. Now, the last thing before I actually get into all of my work in progresses and finished objects, I actually have a knitting correction that I need to do and apologize for. So some of you guys have actually brought it to my attention that when I knit, I actually end up twisting my stitches. And if it wasn't for you guys, I probably would have never caught on to that. And so I just want to thank you guys for bringing that to my attention. And I greatly apologize for anybody that I may have confused as far as my knitting goes. So I do a more of a style, or was doing more of a style that's called an Eastern style knitting. And I'm thinking about doing a video on this of what I was doing and how I've corrected this in Eastern versus Western style knitting. So I was doing more of an Eastern style knitting, which is you wrap your yarn clockwise instead of counterclockwise like most people do. Same thing with purling as well. But when you do an Eastern style knitting, you have to go into that back loop. And you can either look this up for yourself, or you can wait until I actually make a video on this. It'll probably be in the next few weeks is when I will do an actual video, and I'll explain it a little bit more on that. But it's the reason why is the way your what they call legs are is positioned. You have to be careful on how they are positioned, which again, that might sound confusing right now. I will go a little bit more into detail with that once I do make the video. So again, I do want to apologize for anybody that I have maybe confused as far as my knitting, and I just wanted to deeply apologize for that and correct that. I do still have maybe 2 or 3 videos that I knitted the wrong way and twisted my stitches before I actually start correcting it. Again, just would apologize for that. So I guess we can go ahead and get into all of my work in progresses and finished objects. And if you guys do have any questions, comments, or concerns, you are more than welcome to email me. My email is down in the description box, along with my Facebook, my Ravelry page. Anything that you might need is down in the description box. And if you can't find something down there, then again, you can email me. So let's get into the very many projects that I have. And we will start off with spinning like I always like to do. So I have finally, some of you guys know that I do have a subscription box with Paradise Fibers. I started that subscription box back in December, and the very first thing that they sent me was some merino wool mixed with bamboo, and the roving was called Starry Night. There was like 10 ounces within that bag, and I have now just finally finished that whole roving, 10 ounces of roving for the Starry Night. So this is what it looks like. This is like my 3rd or 4th cake of the Starry Night, and this one has 187 yards to it. So that is one of the things that I have gotten spun up this week. It is just a 2-ply. The second thing is back in February. They also sent some merino wool mixed with mohair blend, so I finally got started on some of that. It just got done drying where I have set the spin, and I still have to figure out how many yards are in this hank, but it's got some of the stellina in it. Again, it is mohair mixed with merino wool. I can't remember what the percentages is, but that is another thing that I have gotten spun up this week. Now, if you have seen my most recent unboxing with Paradise Fibers, they sent some locks along with some, I can't remember, I think it's cordal something type wool. I haven't started actually spinning it up, but I decided instead of doing the locks this go around, I decided that I was actually going to card it out and then putting on the blending board and make Rolex. So that's what I did that night after I got done recording the video. And so here are some of the Rolex that I have made. So the locks had some green, some purple, and like a I guess that would be like more of a fusion color. So I decided just to put it on the blending board and blend some of this out. Now this is different kinds of wool in it. I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 of all 3 colors, and then 1 of just the green and the purple color. Now my intentions are to apply this together with the black that I did receive, so hopefully I can get that done by the next update. I thought I had the little pamphlet where it did have the picture of the locks in it for you guys, but I think it's over there in one of my collection bags for Paradise Favors. So that is the spinning, anything that's spinning related that I did get done this week. Now finished objects, which is only 1 this week, other than the spinning. Well, actually no, I forgot my books on top of my other ones. I did get the slouchy done for the matching cloister duster vest that has been released several weeks ago. If you would like to go check that out, I'll making sure that there is a link somewhere on this video. But this is the matching slouchy, which will come out on the 19th of this month. So there is 1 finished object. There's also this. I'm completely like brain fogged and forget what I am saying or doing today. So before I get into that, I will get into, I do have some of these coffee mug rugs that I am having a tutorial that will be released I think the 2nd week of April. So there is a crochet one, and then there is also the knitted one, which is the long slip knit coffee mug. It's got some, which I had to correct this in the tutorial. Somehow I ended up messing up right here, but it does have some garter stitches at the end, and then the long slip knit stitch here. And this one is just a simply textured coffee mug rug. So those are some more finished objects. Now this one is, which will be released on the 1st week of April, is the acorn scarf, which I did talk about in my last yarn roulette video. It will be released on April 3rd, 8:30 a.m. And it also has a matching ear warmer with it. And here you'll actually be able to see the stitching a little bit more, which I still have to sew the 2 pieces together. But this is the matching ear warmer piece for the scarf itself. It's a very, very simple pattern to do. It's a 4-row repeat, really a 2-row repeat, but the last 2 repeat rows, you are just shifting the stitches. So, and the yarn that I used for this was the Yarn Bees Soft Illusion. I did end up using 3 cakes for, I think it was 3 cakes for the scarf, and then like half of one for the ear pieces. So there's all of my finished objects. Now my work in progresses. Back in January, I started a dream catcher that I really never shared with you guys. My sister, we got to talking, and she said that she wanted a dream catcher, and I started looking at some things and getting some ideas, which I have got to redo this whole thing almost. So this is what I have gotten done for the dream catcher part so far. It is going to be macrame, so that is a new thing that I am giving a try this go around, is macrame. I've got to redo the whole thread part because it is loose, and then I had the thread kind of break off on me. So yeah, there is part of the dream catcher that I have started several months ago and now finally getting back to. And then also she called me, my sister called me about a week ago, asking if I could make some crop tops or halter tops, bralettes, whatever you want to call them. And I was like, yeah, I should be able to. That should be no problem. And so I actually started working on one, and then yesterday I ended up having to rip the whole thing out because it was just way too big for not only myself but my sister. She's just a little hair smaller than I am, so I knew if it was too big on me, it was too big on her. So I ripped the whole thing out, and which I'll insert a picture here somewhere. So that is the halter crop top bralette, whatever you want to call it, that I was working on coming up with my own design. But like I said, it was just way too big, not only for myself but for my sister. So I started working on somebody else's pattern for the top part, which her link will be down in the description box. I think the pattern is called the Peekaboo Top or something like that. So what you do is you start off with 3 rows of nothing but single crochet, and then you section it off to where the cup part would be, and then you do single crochets for so many rows, and then you start decreasing on both sides. And in the center part, it's almost like a corset design type, hence peekaboo. So that is what I've got going on right now. Now I'm probably going to add more onto it as far as my own design, as what I was wanting to do for more of the torso part and the breast line or under breast line. So hopefully I can get this done before next updated video. Now that's really all, or no, I got one more thing. So last time I did share with you guys my farmhouse table runner. I did work on it a little bit more. I didn't get too much more done on it with everything else that's been going on that I've been working on. I just needed a few things where I felt like I was actually accomplishing something and just quick projects. I wanted to focus more on the halter crop top bralette thing, and then also the scarf and the earpiece or ear warmers as well. But this is the farmhouse table runner. I'm probably about halfway done. It's going to be more of just like a centerpiece and really a long table runner is what I should really call it, is a centerpiece instead of a table runner. When I think of a table runner, it runs along the length of the table, and that's not my intentions. Just more like a centerpiece. But here is what I've got going on. So it's got like some of these leaves going down both sides of it, and like where the leaf part is, it looks more like wheat shoots to me. So that's kind of what I've more anticipated, or my intentions were with the centerpiece table runner. And then it's got some windmills or the windmill stitch in it, and then some more of the leaf part. Now the leaf part is a 12-row repeat, and then the center part is a 28-row repeat. So I definitely have to focus on this project and have practically no distractions, because that is a pain in the butt when you're working with a 12-row repeat and then also on top of that a 28-row repeat. So that's really all that I have been working on, plus tutorials and just getting things out of the way. Now I did not work on any more of my pina colada that I showed the last time wrap, but I will share with you guys if you have not seen that already. So again, I just kind of got started on the pina colada wrap. I've wanted to do this design since about August, September of last year when I did my middle lace shawl, but I'm just now finally coming around to it. So that hopefully will be released in the next month, 2 months. Hopefully by mid-May I will have this out and ready. No guarantees, it's just kind of what I am aiming for. So there is that. And then I also have another pattern that I'm working on, which is my moon face shawl. I haven't worked on this for probably almost a month now, but I just figured I would share with you guys what new I've got coming. So this is the moon phase shawl, or part of it. So it's got the phases of the moons. It's going to have like the moon, but a sun right here as well. It's the moon phases is actually going to run the middle piece or middle part of your back, and then it's going to go out into like a V shape or wing shape shawl. So that is really all that I have for you guys today. Again, don't forget about the giveaway. You have until March 30th to get your comment on the video, and then March 31st is when I will draw a winner. And again, I deeply apologize for any confusion with the knitting, my knitting tutorials. But that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to give me a like, share, comment, or subscribe. Check out my Ravelry pages, Facebook pages, if you would so like to do so. Check out the halter top crop top pattern that will be down in the description box. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time.